Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, stay back. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Beat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. They're gonna blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot in the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
I told her to mix. Oh, y'all like taking pictures, think y'all niggas fit. My little nigga been
going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the quick. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know the shit, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the quick. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know the shit, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass burn.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty waist in. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm Going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's the bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game in the vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
Coach, playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 60 or.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carl Lawson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. On play action, Allen going up top. And that will be incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
You ready?
Mike 29. Yeah. Single.
Hey, box truck. Ready?
Finley now on 2nd down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. but instead third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Finley here, third and long. That's complete to John Ross. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. 6-6, pull it high.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Christian Kirk, 81 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a second down throw for Finley. He's going to air it out deep for... He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 75 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Bullock good on the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Better stay right there.
Fielded about a yard deep.
We told him to stay on.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Hey, Delta.
Following the interception, Finley. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now Joe Mixon. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, 38 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken in at the 11. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it. Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 29.
Play action now. Here's Finley. He's got Green. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
A 2nd down throw for Finley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Finley. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, 48 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Set. 18 Gator.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Here we go.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On second down now, it's Freeman. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
He's checking crowd. Bang, 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 bang. Now.
Allen off the play fake. Allen hit. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew that. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second and 9, Allen, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
That's what John. That's dumb.
On first and
What
10,
a day
Finley
that.
letting one go deep for the end zone.
Look, he threw it down.
Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. The second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
On
second down, Finley again, escaping the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Turn the thing up. We'll be okay now. Right up the number.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. On third down, Finley.
Hold on. Oh, good catch, boy. See, that's what I see. That's the reason I need to get you another touchdown right there, nigga. That's why I need to get you another touchdown. See, that's why I say you the first one, nigga.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
That's why I said it, nigga. I see you, baby. Trust me, baby. I see you. You won't let me record, so.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Finley sets to throw on first
Oh,
down.
good shit, my
Rifles
nigga.
one that's
Don't let him go,
intercepted.
y'all.
Picked off inside the 10.
Look at Green.
And he might be gone. The
Oh,
30.
this fuck nigga. He's slow as fuck.
And he will score. Touchdown. Miami. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This time, the extra point up
I
and
got my
good.
dogs
And
in
that will
this
cut the
bitch.
lead
I know
down
they're
to
going to shoot
15.
shit up. Oh, he hit it on me, little dude.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six.
Let's
And
go
now the kick is
again.
away.
I'm getting the blood clean
That's
by
fielded in the end zone.
again.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Go now. 60 outlaw. Bravo.
Finley from the gun on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move lateral.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Hit it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Finley on play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Ready?
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Second down, Finley. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Finley working out of the gun. Being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. William Jackson with a pick. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Second down and goal. Allen. He's got it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A Fort Lauderdale native back near home, Giovanni Bernard. Always got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll try to throw now. Finley rolling to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Line 36. Line 36. Check. Watch 36.
From the gun, Finley. Flush to his right. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
He's coming. We got double up. Check three.
Look at me. Go.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Ryan Finley keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Allen off the bootleg. And able to find Kirk complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Got it.
50 seconds to Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Throwing now is Allen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Allen. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
From the 31, Finley. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They run. Anderson. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. After the penalty, it's Mixon. He's got daylight. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
That's going to be a long day.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.